Hello everyone, this is Peter from rhinospike.com and babblehut.com. Today I'm going to show you how to export terms to Anki from Learning with Text. Now before we get started, you will need to have set up Learning with Text and Anki, as well as a spreadsheet program like LibreOffice, OpenOffice, or Microsoft Excel. So let's get started. So here you see we have Learning with Text. I have it set up on computer here on my home network. You can also get it set up at fluentin3months.com. Sign up for Benny's forums there, and that'll also, I believe that also gets you access to Learning with Text. So here you see we have a text that I have entered into Learning with Text, and I've gone through and set all the words that I know and the ones that I don't. I've set them to some stage of learning and given them a definition. So from here, we need to go to the menu and go to Terms. Alright, and now we see we have all these terms. I've set some of these filters already. I'm going to reset just to show you. Alright, so you want to find the text that you were just looking at. In this case, it was this one. And so you're going to see that this is every single word that was in that text. You don't want to study every single word. You only want to study the ones you're learning, not these ones that are well known. So we're going to set status to learning 1 through 5. And this brings it down a little bit more. And if this is the first time you've done this, this doesn't apply. But from the second time and onwards, you're going to want to filter by tags, untagged. And the reason you want to do this is because later on, after we've exported these to Anki, we're going to add a tag. And as you can see, I have it here called Anki to all these terms. And when you add this tag, that'll help you only get terms in the future that you haven't already put into Anki, so that way you're not exporting duplicates. I think Anki has some protection against this anyway, but just in case. Alright, so now we have 7 terms here from the text that I need to study that I'd like to put into Anki. So we go to where it says all 7 terms, or it'll be all however many terms that you have in your text, and you're going to scroll down, export all terms, Anki, and there you see it downloaded a file. Alright, so now is where we switch to our spreadsheet, and I already have it open, so we're going to open the file. And you see the file, I have it right here, but very important, it's not going to know how to open the file just right unless you go to this filter and you change it to text CSV. And then you can click on the file and open it. And it should bring up this box, and you want to make sure that everything is set right. More than likely you want Unicode, because if it's not Unicode, you're going to find, oh look, my accented letters don't look right. Or if you're studying a language like Japanese, your characters just will not be correct at all. You're going to want this to be tab separated. It probably by default came up as comma separated, and it's going to try to throw everything in one field like that. You don't want that. You want tab. I think you want quoted field as text. I'm not too sure about that one. And just look down here and make sure. I mean, you probably don't know what you're looking at here, but what you have are everything separated into columns. You have the actual term, the word you need to study, its definition. If there were any tags, they'd be in this column. This is the sentence that it was in, replacing the word with these dots. This looks okay. We'll get into this a little more in just a second. Okay, so now we've opened this, and the reason we've opened this in the spreadsheet is because it's going to tell us how we want to import this file into Anki, because as you can see, there's actually 5 columns well, there's actually 7 columns of data. Only the first 5 are the most important. So column A, this is the word itself that you want to study. Column B is the definition of that word. Column C, if you had tagged these words like we're going to later, those tags would be here. We can ignore this column. Column D is the sentence. It's HTML formatted, and you see the word is replaced with these dots. This is if you're familiar with All Japanese All the Time. He talks about MCDs, which are massive close deletions. That's basically where you take the word you're trying to learn and you take it out of the sentence, and when you study, you're going to try to remember what that word is that goes in the sentence. I'm not going to be doing that today, but this is handy. This is handy if you want to do that in the future. What I am interested in is here in column E. It is the same sentence. Oops, too far. It is the same sentence with the word included, and you can see here it's HTML formatted to highlight the word, and this actually makes it blue, makes the word blue in Anki. So the reason we're looking at this is we want to know which columns are going to be the front and the back of your card in Anki. And in my case, I want the sentence with the word highlighted to be the front, and then I want the answer to be the definition. So that means I want column E, the 5th column, as the front, and column B, the 2nd column, as the back. Alright, so now that we've established what's what, we go to Anki and we open up the deck we want to import into, and I've created my own deck for LWT imports in Spanish. And we go to File and Import, and here you see the file. You click Open. Alright, so it's detected we're tab delimited. Now this is where you need to set the fields. Now I said I wanted column 5 to be my front, so let's change column 1 to discard, and column 5 is going to be mapped to the front. Column 2 is already mapping to the back. Column 3 was empty, and that maps to tags. Just to be safe, we'll just discard that because I don't really care about tags in Anki, and you don't want to accidentally put something in there in case it wasn't tags, but it's fine. Alright, and then you click Import. Alright, importing complete, 7 facts imported, awesome. Close. Now if we actually look here in our deck, and we look, here are the 7 that we just imported here. Alright, and you see, like I said, it's going to show you the sentence on the front with the word highlighted in blue, and then the back, the answer part, is going to be the definition. Oh, what's sótano? It's a basement. Desasarte. In this case, I put my definition in Spanish because that'll help me to keep English out of my head. Alright, so we close this, and we close Anki. We'll look at it another time. And if we go back to learning with text, you see here we're still in the same place, all 7 terms. We're now going to tag them. So click this box, go to add tag. I'm going to type in Anki, click OK, and now those terms are tagged, so they won't be exported in the future. And that's all there was to it, folks. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment here on YouTube or on the blog post on babblehut.com, and I'll be sure to post links to my Twitter and Google Plus accounts. You can catch me there. And of course, find me on runnerspike.com, and have a good night.